Good morning, drive along fans. Are you ready for another epic adventure with your host, Driver Jace, your chief spunketeer? Well, if you are tough, you'll have to wait a minute, so I'm going to set the other cameras up. Yeah, baby. Whether or not you've noticed, we are currently at LymnS services. Yeah, baby. Now, yesterday, my super duper friend called GoPro camera decided to go for a bit of a piss baller. This particular one here. Oop, I've got to turn that around. 1, 2, 3. Come on, settings, position, capture. Oh, fuck, wrong one. That's the one. Yeah. Oh, no. And again. Up. Yeah. Yeah. Go on. Get out. Go. Shift it. Move it. Exit. Roll out. Yes. Okay. Record. This one, as in that one, decided to go for a bit of a swing around. Did I? Went fucking. It was facing backwards yesterday, so most of the footage is all behind me, so that'll be interesting to see. What do you reckon? Shall we get you set up, see if it's nice and tight this time though, so it don't fucking swing around. It's all good. It's all just very good. What do you reckon? It's a bit loose, but whatever. Is that too far out, would you think, or what? Fuck, that's blinding. Nah, it'll be alright. I think we might get away with that. Might. It's a bit loose, look. I've got to sort that out. I'm going to slice the top of that thing off to adjust it a little bit more. Wide angle. Yeah, leave it. Fuck it, it'll be alright for now. Next, you. That'll do. For some unknown reason, I'm just not convinced about that one. I ain't. But, yeah, maybe. If not, it'll see something interesting, won't it? So, oh, never mind. Yeah, it'll do. Shall we get on our way? Come on then, let's go. But first of all, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh, fuck. Oh. Well, yesterday was a bit of a piss baller, and I didn't get home till late, so obviously didn't get a chance to do the thing, did you? But anyhow, let's hope today's a better day. You never know, might be. Just sit and admire the trucks for a minute. I haven't got to go nowhere just yet. I mean, I'm alright for a minute. And now we're going to join the traffic in a second, because it's a bit crap. Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh fuck, turn that off. Settings. I am such a plunkett, it's unbelievable. Right. for your viewing pleasure only. I'll show you there for a minute. Just trying to find somewhere to put the damn thing that makes it, you know, so it's actually sitting looking at me. I mean, obviously you lot want to, so, you know, it's just getting that mad balance. Yeah, that'll do for now. Oh, love it. So, of course, with the problem yesterday, obviously, I'd gone down to Swindon. A vehicle had broke down just before Birdlip, the island, sort of like halfway point, and that's on the steepest part, just there. So of course we're crawling, and the weight of the vehicle I was carrying would be, I don't know, heavy, probably around about 24, 26 ton of weight on the back, or it was. But consequently, because of it stopping and starting, trying to pull up that in such a steep angle, the weight of it's just gone backwards and it's hit the back door. So I had to come back, drop that off, go and fetch the trailer, go back to the same place, not down Swindon, but where I dropped the trailer off, load up again, and by the time I was said and done and got home, it was 5 to 8. So didn't have time. No, sorry guys. Hey, whatever. Never mind. Can't have everything, can we? Oh. So I chilled out for a bit, wound down as you do, and it was still late by the time I went to bed. I'm still tired this morning. Ugh. Let's just hope I get a better day today. I hope so. It'll be interesting to see what Righty is, what the footage like for tomorrow. It swung. I don't know how long it took before it swung round, but it was facing backwards, so that might be interesting to see, mightn't it? You never know, do you? So we'll have to have a look. Wait and see. We will wait and see. What have we got on the clock? Ooh. 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 Already? Really? Seems a bit much considering. Oh. I could do with having my frigging exhaust pipe fixed on my car. I know that much. Frigging thing's making a right row now. It's that bad, it's affecting my ears. Because I've got tinnitus. Tinnitus, and it resonates in the car, and it sort of like makes this fucking strange noise, and it's really is annoying, and it's a bit overwhelming. But, never mind, not to worry, we'll sort it. Oh, that'll just scrap the fucking car. Weird. That was a bit strange, wasn't it, Mr. Bus Driver? What was he up to? And why is he going the wrong fucking way? He just drove past the fucking bus park area. Numpty. He probably doesn't know. That's the only conclusion I can come up with. Oh dear. That was a busting cup of coffee. Oh, absolutely. I forgot the coffee this morning. I just had my cereals and what have you. I've got to limit what I'm scoffing. I'm going overboard. I'm having a bit of a moment. Like I say, getting home late, they help. And I just couldn't be arsed, and I just Pringles and chocolate. Well, you know, I didn't want to, but I was just like, I got to. I'm depressed. I need something. Oh, fuck it. That'll do. Right, I've had a minute. Let's go, let's go, let's be gone, let's get out of the fuck out of here. Right. Dun, 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 dun. I love that. Only Mantle can do that. It can't decide whether it wants to be in gear or out of gear, it just can't do it. It just doesn't do it. No, 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 it don't fucking know. We don't want that on. We don't want that on. Give way to the right. Well, like I said, we're going to be stuck in this shite for the next, well, you know, whatever long it takes. And but I'm going to come off at junction 21. And I'm gonna cut through the 57, the A57 that is, by the way. It'll put me sort of like closer, if you like. But trying to get out of this junction is like trying to strain fucking shit through a straw. No, still ain't having it. Still not having it. Oh, can I get out? Can I get out? Can I get out? Can I get out? Yee-haw! How much fucking road do you want, wanker? Fucking BMW piss flap. When you get in the right lane, you end up in the right place. When you want to get in front of a fucking lorry, which has just served you no point whatsoever. See, these are the things you see, right? Now, you might not agree, but remember this. When you take chances, or if you do, I mean, you might not do, you might be a nice person. You get to the point where you go, oh, I got away with that one. Oh, great. So then you do it again. Oh, I got away with that one. And then after time, you get complacent. And you take chances on a regular basis. And one day, right, one day, you will take a chance, and that's when you get twatted. Trust me. You will come a right cropper. Or worse still, worse, is that a word? Worse? Or worse still, somebody else will come a cropper. Whereas you walk away going, I'm sorry, but the other person there going, off to hospital. And you have the bad news that they was pronounced dead on the way. All because you want to save, what is it? Oh, 5 seconds? Oh well, enough of that. It's all doom and gloom. Can't have that, can we? No. Not at all. And when I do finally get to put the other video up from yesterday, I did say, well, I did mention that I've got a little. Oh, we've got a mile to go. I'm going to move back over again then. Turn that off. Move back over. Just checking. Got a bit of a surprise on its way. You might like it, you might not. If you don't, well, there's nothing I can do about it. But if you do appreciate it, then, you know, it'll all be worth it in the end. Now I know you're going to be wondering what it is. Well, you'll have to wait and see. It might not come off yet. I'm hoping it does though. I'm hoping it turns out all shiny. And it'll be a permanent thing, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Should be. Hopefully. As long as it works how I want it to work. And if any of you brainy boffins out there really do scratch your head and think about it, you might know what I'm doing already. You might actually twig at what's happening already. You might go, I wonder, is this going to be the thing he's doing? Could it be? Maybe. You never know. Possible. We will have to wait and see. I love it. I love it. Oh, see, now that is the prime example of taking chances. Now, when you seen me, I indicated over, right, looked at the board, seen the mile marker there. So then I tucked back in, slowed down and just waited behind the truck. But Mr. Twat Van in a van there, he decided that he didn't want to do that. He wanted to fucking drive all the way down past the fucking 3, 2, 1 markers and then just fuck off across in front of me. Because why? He didn't want to stay behind me. No, he didn't. But that's the prime example of taking chances and becoming complacent. You'll keep doing it and you'll keep doing it and keep doing it, and one day, twat! You're done. End of. Game over. See you later. Don't come back. Isn't it lovely? It's always nice going some different direction, you know what I mean? I have done this one before, but whatever. It's a little bit better than staring at fucking motorways otherwise, isn't it, really? We can have another drive through around here. I know, I think it's gone, it has. So it's a new one. Da-da-da! I remember, it's gone. I took it off, didn't I? So this is the second time, but it'll be the first time that some of you have actually seen this before. So if I'm not making sense, don't worry about it. Tune in later. Oh, see, it's just so much fun. Now what you've got to remember is this, right? I know there's a few budding new drivers out there that are either contemplating or in the midst of or in between doing their licences, and I was asked for a bit of advice, if you like. You know, what would you recommend? At the end of the day, you got to recommendations. I don't know how you could place recommendations on it, because at the end of the day, it's your own choice. If you want to do the job, it's up to you, right? But as in how to handle yourself while you're out there, right? Doing this. Now, I'm telling the truth. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It is a thankless job, right? Nobody appreciates what you do, right? They don't give two flying fucks about you. They would rather fuck you over, stamp on your brains, squish your testicles, right, and send you to the fucking moon than actually give you any kind of assistance. So you got to put up with all that shite, and when problems occur, it's all on you at the end of the day. You're the one who's to sort it out or whatever, or you'll get blamed for it. You know, if anything happens, you get blamed first. Don't matter. No, it's you first. They'll figure it out later on if it ain't or not. But you'll get done blame first. That's the end of it. As say, if you're just doing it now and you've passed your test,
what I would say is take your time. Do not rush. Don't think you're going to do it like that. Alright? Take your time. Have a minute. Because there's one thing that you've got to get used to, and it's a very important thing, believe it or not, and that is spatial awareness. This thing is fucking huge, right? For the first time getting in one of these things, it's a little bit big. It's like, ooh! I remember when I got into one of these things and I was like, CF daff, right? Now beat this. I'll probably, no, the videos have gone by now, don't worry about it. So what I'm climbing in one of these things for the first time, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm at the controls, like, ooh, this is fun. I'm on my own, by the way. I've managed to do all that, and you just don't realise how big these things are, right? You just don't. It doesn't click straight away. So several times when I've come to pull the blind down, which are the flappy ones, right, on the CF, I've gone and I've missed it. It's like, and I've gone, what the fuck? Because it doesn't register how far it is, how big the thing. It just seems so vast, and I'm having to go and lean over and pull it down. It's like, bloody hellfire. Obviously now it don't matter now, it just comes naturally, like. But simple little things like that, not realising how far away the fucking blind is from yourself as you would in a car, because it's just an instinct you give for a car, and then down it goes. You do the same, like you miss it, like you look like a right plonker. But spatial awareness is one of the most important things you have to be vigilant about, because you'll either end up swinging the back end out and taking a car out with the back of your trailer, right? Can happen. When you're manoeuvring inside like an area, a yard, and I'm in the wrong lane here, don't matter, fuck it. And as you're turning around, you've got to make sure that the arse end of your trailer doesn't clobber any pallets or cages or products, you know, wherever you are. So you've got all that to worry about. Knowing the size of your vehicle when it comes to manoeuvring in tight areas, that you don't twat that bottom corner, right? Because the left hand side tends to get wankered quite a lot, right? But realistically, I don't know, me personally, I don't see why it should, right? Because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mirrors on that side, right? 4 of them, and if they're placed right, well, that corner should never get interfered with. No, sorry. But we've all seen the Facebook videos of the chap that was, I don't know what company. Was it a Tesco's vehicle? Oh, it just scanned you anyway. He was trying to do some manoeuvring inside this little like street. He was backing in, and the mess he made of that was just absolutely fucking diabolical. I've never known anything like it in my life. If he was a brand new driver, then I'll let him off slightly, but not just once, but 3 times he fucking clobbered those posts. I'm like, you fucking drongo. But I mean, once, yes, I'd have said, okay, if you're brand new, maybe, but well. But anyway, always be aware of what's around you. Don't just, you know, assume that you're going to be okay when you're in your cab in a tight area, right, in a yard somewhere. Get out, walk around your vehicle, have a look, right? And if some monkey is going, what are we doing? Well, come get here. You go, hold on, mate, I've only been driving these things 5 fucking minutes. Patience. And if they start huffing and puffing, go, fuck you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you do not want to be making mistakes. Because when you're new, you're possible that you might do. But if you pay attention, think first, then think again, then act, you should be alright. Can't see where there'd be a problem. You know what I mean? And something that some drivers tend not to do, which they should, is ask for help. right? If you are in an area and you're trying to do a manoeuvre and you are struggling, there is nothing wrong with going, dude, do you mind just watching the back of my ear while I shove this round there? And they'll go, yeah, no worries. But what you must do is remind them to watch your mirrors, because some people don't realise, right? I'll tell you what, I've pissed myself laughing so much it's untrue. Right now, I've been asked a guy to watch me while I'm backing into somewhere, right? And I kid you not, he was standing directly behind the vehicle, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and he's waving his arms, and then he steps into view, and I'm like, ah, there he is. And then he starts to. I love that idea. I think that's so fucking funny. But because they don't realise, they just don't think. You know, it's not because they don't. They just don't think. It's simple as that. So remind them. Say, look, when you back him in, will you make sure you're standing within my mirror view so I can see you? And then everything will be fine. Then that's all you got to do is ask. If you can't reverse into somewhere and you're struggling nuts off, and you're making the right balls up of it again, and you know, ask a driver. Now, if you're lucky enough to have me there, right, I won't do it for you, but I will guide you in. Some drivers probably won't guide you in; they'll just do it for you to get the job done quicker. But I won't do that, because I think personally that personal experience is the best way to go. So if you learn it yourself, like by doing it, then you can't fail, then, can you? I mean, you understanding because you get used to it. But I will assist and guide you. I mean, I've done it before. There was a point where, sort of trying to understand what I was saying to one guy. I'll give him several attempts, and eventually I says, "Look, come on, mate." He couldn't quite grasp it, so I took over and I done it for him. Like, but that was after several attempts to try and get him to do it himself, so he could get used to it. Like, you know what I mean? But hey, whatever. But I will guide. I prefer that way. I prefer to have the person who is struggling behind the wheel listen to what I say and try to follow my instructions if he can. Should be able to. I mean, normally do well. And that way, then they'll remember then, because they're doing it themselves for the next time. And they go, right, well, yes, he done that, and that's what I did. You see what I mean? So that's my, my look onto that sort of thing. So, but don't be afraid to ask. Should never be afraid to ask. If you're struggling, if you need assistance, do it. Ask. You won't be thought no less of. A smarter person always asks for help. So I look at it. Yes. A smarter person always asks for help. I mean, when I approach different areas, I'm always sort of like looking at the whole area, everything, right? Sometimes when you're looking at an area, especially if you like, say, a junction somewhere, like when we used to do housing estate areas, like doing the insulation stuff, we could go into all sorts of places. But some people will look at the junction, go, you've got to back in there, but they're not looking at the whole junction, they're looking at the road, right? And sometimes that don't work, right? Because if you're just looking at the road, then you might not be able to get in. But you have also got an extra 3.5, 4 foot of path. You can also use that. So I always go up to the edges, you know what I mean? Right up to the fucking edges if I need to. And I'll drive over the path and get through and whatever, because that's what I'm looking at, the space that I can actually use. Just because it is a curb there and you're backing in, it's on the roadside, it doesn't mean you can't do it. Obviously, if you're in your test, you're not supposed to. Well, we know all that, don't we? But in real life, right, it don't always happen like that. You have to use every inch of the area that you've got, that you need to do your manoeuvring. So that's how I do it anyway. There's a certain place where I go to up in Skipton, and once you get into their area, you have to blind it in through the gate. If you try and blind it into the gate using the road, makes it a lot more difficult than what it needs to be. If you drive over the curbing, then straight in, and when it hook it round, piece of piss. Straight in, no hassle. Yes, I say a piece of piss, it is blindside, so it is something you have to get used to. Now Mick was the one who gave me pointers on that, and as again, he's a guy who has been driving twice as long as I have, and he knows twice as much as I do. But he's the one who taught me, so just shows you how good he is, isn't he? Are you watching, Mickey? Yeah? Having your trumpet blown there? But yeah, at the end of the day, spatial awareness. Take your time. Think again, then act. That's all I can say. That's all I've got for you. Ain't got much else. Are you enjoying the 57, by the way? Yeah. The A57. We are heading towards the N6. And I will have to move over in a mo, because the lanes here, they change slightly. I think they're actually going to start to change now, because they've got a twin lane going towards the M60 and a single lane coming away from it. What they have done is they have made one lane for going left and straight on, and the other lane is for going right and straight on, to make things even more confusing for you. Yes indeed. So I'm gonna have to move over. Yeah. Oh no. See? Move over. Put you in the right place. Put you in the right place. Unfortunately, Mr. fucking Volvo here can't even get that thing in the fucking lines, twat. It's a car! Fuck me! See? Fucking spatial awareness. You gotta know your vehicle. If you can't stick a fucking car in between the lines, then you're in shit street. You are in shit street if you can't put your fucking car between the lines. Talk about lines as well. As a new driver, lane discipline, right? It is another superb way to drive. It really is, right? Lane discipline. You might not be able to get the back end in it, but as long as you put the front in it, right, the back will, it'll come sort of, depending on how narrow or how tight these lanes can be. But that's where, obviously, when you're turning left or right, you use your mirrors to have a look what's going on. You're not moving. Head on a swivel. When turning left or right, as you do your manoeuvres left or right, you look in the mirrors to, keep your eye on things. Watching for your headboard, watching for the fucking swing, watching for the fucking hangover, all that kind of crap that goes with it. It's all good fun. It really is. Ooh, now what the fuck are they building? Now, wasn't that much more interesting going down there than actually going all the way for the fucking M62? It was, wasn't it? And look where we are already. Didn't take long, did it? Nah. Ooh, windy. Steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. The reason why I say lane discipline, right? It's knowing the space awareness between the two when you put your vehicle in it, right? And if you keep it even, obviously the whole vehicle will follow it. Tighter corners, the back is going to naturally slice the end off. Always does. Always going to cut, no matter what you do. Using your mirrors and making sure that you're aware when you're turning, you watch what's coming. You're turning, you watch your headboard. You're turning, you watch, and you're constantly doing this. And if you do multiple turns, you've got to constantly keep doing that to make sure that nothing is in your way. You know what I mean? It's just, get used to it. Do it in your car. If you're taking your test, you know, you're looking to start doing all your lessons or what have you, use your car as a truck. Pretend you're in a rigid, because obviously you've got to start with a rigid first anyway, so, and then make sure that everything that you do is sort of lorry orientated. So for argument's sake, you can, if you want to, that's going to be extreme, you can remove your fucking centre mirror, but I wouldn't if I was you. And you know, you could do all that kind of stuff, but use your mirrors when you're looking left and right, and then turn your head and look behind you, lean, turn round, right, and do all that. When you're driving down the street and you see signs, right, make sure that you're looking purposely for lorry signs, 7.5 ton, weight limit restrictions, weak bridge signs, information boards. You know, they'll be all there. But if you make yourself aware now and get used to it, eventually it becomes second nature. Bridge heights, narrow lanes, don't go down there because it's unsuitable. You know what I mean? Different sign and all that. In a car, it don't matter because you're taking notice of those things, because you're driving a car, so you can go anywhere to a point, I suppose. But in a HGV or LGV, if you want to call them that, you've got a limited amount of places you can actually go, which is obvious because there's certain places these things won't fit. Simple as. And so if you start now, if you're learning to drive one of these things, being aware of all types of road signs which are pointed towards the LGV, HGV vehicles, you can't fail, because you're doing it now, you're starting now, you're getting used to it. And as soon as you see a sign, you go, ah, and say it to yourself, bridge restriction. Look at the sign, see how high it is. Might be a 14.9, 14.6, 13.2, 12.9, 15.1. It could be anything like that, right? But make sure you're mental note of it. And as you're driving around the areas that you live in there, you might find there's bridges around there. And now you're taking your test, or you're thinking about doing it, and you're driving around in your car, and you spot these things. When you come to driving your truck and you know the height of your vehicle, which you fucking better do, I'm telling you that now, I'll slap your fucking donnies if you smack a bridge. And then you'll go, ah, I can't go down that road. Why is that, mate? Because I'm 15 foot and that's a 14.9 bridge down there. Now if some clever twat says to you, you can get under that one, you go, I don't care if I can get under it. 14.9, 15 foot, and that don't fit, right? Unfortunately my camera just turned off on my phone again. I don't know why it does that. It's half an hour. I have to find out why. Never used to. Never mind. Not to worry. Well, there you go. We're almost there anyway now. So it's not bad timing that, I suppose. Not bad timing at all. No. No, it's not bad at all. No. That's the bees, alls and ends alls of it all. That's what I did anyway when I started. I was making myself aware of all the road signs. And now, I mean, it's second nature. Well, it fucking should be. I've been driving long enough. Spot a fucking truck sign 1,000 yards away. Unless, obviously, it's the Queensway Tunnel. Oh fuck! I tell you, it's. I can't even make any excuses up for it. Really, it's just fucking stupid, isn't it? But it does happen. I mean, you know, so focused on the word in the road that says tunnel, and completely fucking, you know, it's, the thing is, right, it's like this, right, and it's been scientifically proven that you can see without seeing, right? That's why they do these visual tests and what have you, like on when if you've ever been unfortunate enough to do one of those speed awareness things where they give you those that little sketch where there's several different things that are changed on the thing. So anyway, I gotta go, so I will speak to you a lot later. Have fun, enjoy, and oh, by the way, go on then. Off you pop.